think STEAM is really, it's life. When you go out into the world, it's not math, science, social studies. There's just life, and everything is intertwined.
STEAM directly grows from Westminster's strategic vision. Our vision includes components like teachers working in teams, integrated studies, students problem finding and problem solving with the tools and technology to prototype those solutions, integrating service and service learning, global awareness and global connection. And we wanted to ultimately spur teachers' creativity towards innovation. And STEAM provides a platform for us to do all of those things.
One of the most valuable things I've seen us do is we've been very mindful that STEAM is not just a curricular add-on. Instead, it needs to be approached as a mindset that a teacher applies to their already honed craft of teaching their discipline. And that's what we've seen with a number of teachers who don't just think, how can I STEAM up this activity? Instead, they ask themselves, how could this particular curricular component be more meaningful to my students?
I decided this semester to do a cooking unit with my 6th grade intro students. It's their first year of learning French, and for the most part, they're learning all present tense verbs and staying in very basic, simple language. And we did our first recipe doing a croque monsieur, which is a very typical, classic French dish. This week alone, we came across much more advanced grammar than usual, commands, which usually they would not learn until 7th grade. But they're already able to put it into use and give each other commands and tell each other the recipe. Already today, the students saw that we need to do a lot of conversions from the metric system to our US customary system. And they realized they're gonna have to use a lot of mathematics. So on Friday, we're going to start doing conversions together, from grams and centiliters to tablespoons and cups. And they've been able to learn all this in 2 days because the experience has real purpose to them and because they can apply it in their real lives at home. Therefore, they're going to be able to see math in a real-world situation as well and connect it to their French class.
It's just been fascinating to watch the level of excitement that teachers have and that it's all organically grown. We have not given teachers a mandate to create a certain number of lessons or projects or units around STEAM. It's been simply providing them the space for collaboration and then also providing them the tools and resources and support.
It puts purpose to content. So I'm not really changing so much my curriculum that I have, but I'm looking at what I'm teaching in Spanish class and seeing what can I do with the things here to enhance that. So with our chapter on the house, we used to learn the house, the vocabulary, they tell me what their house looks like, they probably draw a picture of their house, and now we have 3D printers. They can design their dream home and actually see it. So I think that gets the students a little bit more excited than, hey, draw your dream house, right? So it gets them hands-on. Kids wanna get out of the chair and do something, and it's my job as a teacher to find ways in which they can do that and explore.
You have to be creative and you have to design a lot of stuff. It's not just let me learn this and memorize this. And it really prepares you for future experiences in real jobs. It's not let me memorize what happened in the Civil War. It's let me design this and try and figure out this problem and how's the best way to solve it.
I don't want to just sit in science class and just learn science or math class and just learn math. If you can show me a way to connect it in a meaningful way across those different subject lines, well, I think it makes a more holistic educational experience for the kids. And that's the way I'd like to learn, and I think that's the way that, you know, a lot of the students I've seen having this STEAMy experience have really enjoyed it.
To have language teachers and math teachers and art teachers all coming together for any given project and combining service learning with that, combining field trips that blend math courses with the High Museum of Art, for example, have been, I think, some of the very early successes of our STEAM journey.
It almost doesn't make sense to have, these things that are so separate, and so STEAM allows students to really see those connections.
It's bridging that gap between the different disciplines of just science or just math or just technology, putting them all together in a more real world kind of way.